Have you ever noticed how a cup of coffee can completely change the way your morning feels? Just one warm sip, and suddenly, the world seems softer, the air feels lighter, and your mind slowly wakes up with peace. Welcome back to Chill English, the cozy place where we relax, listen, and feel English slowly and naturally. I'm Quinn, and today, I want to take you through one of my favorite parts of the day, my morning coffee routine. My day doesn't really begin until I smell coffee. Even before I open my eyes, I can already imagine that rich, warm aroma. It's as if my body knows exactly what's coming next. It's morning. Time to wake up. I slowly get out of bed, stretch my arms, and walk to the kitchen. The light is soft, the air is cool, and the world outside is still quiet. For a few minutes, it feels like I'm the only person awake. That peaceful silence is my favorite part of the day. On the kitchen counter sits my little coffee corner. It's not big or fancy, just a simple coffee maker, a small jar of beans, and my favorite white mug. But to me, this small space feels like a tiny temple of calm. It's where my morning begins, not only with caffeine, but also with comfort. I start by filling the kettle with fresh water. The sound of water running and the click of the switch are small, simple things, yet they make the morning feel real. While the water heats up, I open the jar of coffee beans. That smell always hits me first, deep, rich, and full of warmth. I close my eyes for a second and breathe it in. It's the smell of new beginnings, of slow mornings, of a promise that the day will be okay. I take a small spoon and measure the beans carefully. Not too much, not too little, just enough for one perfect cup. Then I pour the beans into the grinder. The quiet kitchen suddenly fills with the soft sound of grinding. It's like a morning song, familiar and comforting. When the beans are ready, I open the lid and look at the fine, dark powder inside. It smells even better now. I pour it gently into the filter, tap the side a little to make it even, and smile. This small act, this slow process, makes me feel calm. By now, the kettle begins to hum. Steam rises slowly, and I can hear the soft bubbling sound. I lift it carefully and pour hot water over the ground coffee. The first drops fall through the filter and land in the cup below. I watch as the dark liquid forms, drop by drop. This is my favorite moment. The smell fills the room, warm, deep, and peaceful. I take a breath and just watch it drip. Sometimes I whisper to myself, "Good morning, world." When the coffee is ready, I take my mug and wrap both hands around it. It's warm and perfect. I walk to the table near the window and sit down. The sunlight is soft, and the world outside is still half asleep. Birds begin to sing somewhere in the distance. I take my first sip slowly. The taste is strong but gentle. It's a mix of warmth, bitterness, and something that feels alive. It's not just a drink, it's a feeling. My mind wakes up, my body feels lighter, and my heart slows down. While drinking, I like to sit quietly. I don't check my phone. I don't open my laptop. I don't rush. I just enjoy that short moment of silence. Sometimes I watch the light move across the floor. Sometimes I listen to the sound of boiling water from the neighbor's house. Sometimes I just breathe. There's something about coffee that makes me reflect. It reminds me that life doesn't need to be fast all the time, that we can start slow, with intention, with kindness to ourselves. Each sip feels like a reminder to pause, to exist, to feel the present. After a few minutes, I start to feel ready for the day. I open my notebook and write a few lines, maybe a short plan, maybe a thought from a dream, maybe just one word: grateful. Coffee time is not only about caffeine for me, it's also about grounding myself before facing the noise of the day. Sometimes, I add a little milk, and the color turns soft brown. The steam dances above the cup. It reminds me of small joys, things we often forget to notice when life gets busy. The smell, the warmth, the taste, all these tiny things can make an ordinary morning feel special. On weekends, my coffee routine becomes a little longer. I might play some soft music, open the window, and let the sunlight come in. I take a slow sip and look outside, at the trees, the sky, or people walking by. Everything seems gentle and kind in those moments. There are also mornings when I drink coffee with someone I love. We sit together, talk softly, laugh quietly. Coffee somehow brings people closer. It's like sharing a small moment of peace, where words are simple and hearts are open. Of course, not every morning is perfect. Sometimes I wake up late and rush through the routine. The coffee brews too quickly, or I spill a few drops on the counter. But even then, that first sip still feels like a small rescue, a way to slow down, even for a minute. There's something magical about how coffee connects with mood. When I'm tired, it gives me energy. When I'm sad, it gives me comfort. When I'm calm, it makes the moment even softer. It's almost like the drink understands me. Over the years, this morning ritual has become part of who I am. It's simple, but it holds meaning. It reminds me to wake up with care, to begin with warmth, and to carry that feeling through the rest of the day. After I finish my coffee, I rinse the mug, wipe the counter, and open the window wide. Fresh air enters, carrying the faint smell of roasted beans. I take one last deep breath and smile. The day can begin now. Sometimes I think about all the people in the world who are doing the same thing at the same time. Pouring, sipping, breathing. Somewhere, someone else is holding their cup, watching the light through the steam, and feeling just as calm. That thought makes me feel connected, even from far away. So yes, my morning coffee is simple. It takes maybe 10 minutes, no more. But those 10 minutes are sacred to me. They remind me that peace doesn't always come from big things. Sometimes it's just a small ritual, a quiet drink, a few slow breaths. When I think about it, my morning coffee is not just about caffeine or energy. It's about presence, being truly here, in this moment. It teaches me patience, gratitude, and awareness. Every sip says, "You have another day to try again." Every breath says, "You are alive." And every warm drop reminds me that even simple routines can bring joy and balance to life. So, next time you drink your coffee, maybe take a moment to feel it. The smell, the warmth, the silence. Don't rush. Let the morning hold you gently, even if it's only for a few minutes. Thank you for sharing this peaceful time with me today. I hope this story helped you slow down a little and enjoy the calm side of English. If you liked it, please follow and share Chill English so we can keep listening, learning, and feeling English together, slowly, softly, and from the heart. I'm Quinn, and this was my morning coffee routine. See you in the next peaceful story.